nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the 49ers and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The Seahawks at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Jones. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. It's complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
He wanted that end zone, powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to have the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Dwayne Eskridge, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They'll start with the option. And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. I'll tell you, he got away with it there. Pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do, and these young quarterbacks, these rookies, I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go, I kind of have a running back mentality. And I'm like, yeah, but you're a quarterback. That's what they pay you for. Have that mentality, but no, at the end of the play, protect yourself.
And they run the option on second down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Calhoun. He finds his man, complete. That's Burke. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for your team's first sack of the game. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
From the 27, Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
play fake here on first down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. Here's the option going left on second down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Walker. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Knocked away and incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the double.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown 49ers. From 17 yards out. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Walker has it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end fan, and he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and in 57, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. A clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage. So we've come upon halftime with a visiting Seahawks. All right, we bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back, Charles and I. Ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
A nice little juke. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Here we go.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game. And this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Ready?
To throw on 2nd down, Calhoun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Check right.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Calhoun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, Walker. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Jones off the play fake. Flush to his right. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try for the first with Walker. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. Back to Walker on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Jones keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Mac Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing to start the drive. Calhoun, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Back now here in Santa Clara. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Jones looking around.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here's Jones to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Burke. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Third down, here's Walker.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
They're going right back to Walker.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're